Will you be able to get credit cards after you file for bankruptcy? Hi, I'm attorney Leroy Roberson back again, and I wanted to discuss this topic with you because it is a concern and a question I get from many of my clients regarding the bankruptcy process. And while when you initially file for bankruptcy and receive your discharge in a Chapter 7, it can be a little bit difficult to get credit cards based on the fact that you've likely had other debt, including credit cards, discharged in your bankruptcy. It's not impossible. And a lot of times within 6 months to a year, I've actually seen many of my clients have new credit cards. And not only that, it's a great way to start rebuilding your credit, to get credit cards and start getting credit again, establishing that, and making sure you're responsible with it. But a lot of my clients see their credit scores rise dramatically by getting credit cards after they file bankruptcy. And in fact, some credit card companies see you as a lower risk after you file bankruptcy because you have extinguished so much of your other debt that you don't have other bills and debt and payments that you have to make. You can just focus on making that payment, so you can be a better candidate. Now, one thing I will say is your percentage, your APR, your interest rate may be a little higher initially because of your credit score when you try to get those credit cards, but you can definitely get them. Now, I want to briefly talk about the Chapter 13 process because getting credit cards during a Chapter 13 is different. Because in a Chapter 13 bankruptcy, remember, it lasts between 36 and 60 months. While you're still in that Chapter 13 bankruptcy, generally you cannot incur more debt, meaning you wouldn't be allowed to get credit cards. There are exceptions, and usually you'll have to get court approval in order to get the credit cards if you're in a Chapter 13, but generally, you're not allowed to do it, but there are situations where you can do it. For example, let's say your car breaks down and you need to get a new car, but you don't have the money to pay it. A lot of times you can let the trustee know, have a motion filed, and they'll allow for you to get a credit card for the purposes of getting a car if that's what you wanted to use it for, or just things like that. If you had some type of situation that you absolutely needed a credit card to pay certain things, you can file for a motion in a Chapter 13. So in both the Chapter 7 and during a Chapter 13, you can get credit cards if needed, but definitely once the discharge goes through, nothing's keeping you from getting establishing credit again, getting those credit cards. So I just wanted to get that out there so you knew it. If you have any other questions, as always, feel free to let me know. If not, I will see you on the next video. Talk to you soon. Thanks.